6 a.m. The alarm goes off. You open your eyes, and before you even sit up, you already know. That familiar tightness, that deep, grinding ache in your lower back. Every single morning, like your body aged 10 years while you slept. Getting out of bed has become a project. First, you roll to the side. Then you push yourself up with your arms. You stand, and for those first few steps, you walk like someone twice your age, hunched, shuffling, waiting for it to loosen up. Maybe it eases up after 20 minutes. Maybe after a hot shower. But some mornings, it does not ease up at all. It stays with you, through breakfast, through your first hour of the day. A constant reminder that something is wrong. So you go to the doctor, they take an x-ray, maybe an MRI, and they tell you it is your discs, or your arthritis, or, and this one is my favorite, it is just part of getting older. There is nothing you can do. Here is what those x-rays are not showing. There is a muscle, one single muscle, that is almost certainly the real reason you wake up stiff and sore every morning. A muscle most doctors have never once checked. A muscle so powerful it controls the entire alignment of your lower spine. And most people over 50 have never even heard its name. It is called the psoas, pronounced S-O-as. And once you understand what it does and why it locks up every single night, you will never look at your morning stiffness the same way again. In this video, I will show you exactly what the psoas is, why it tightens while you sleep, and most importantly, 5 simple changes you can start making today. No gym, no special equipment, and I will give you a 60-second routine you can do while you are still lying in bed before you even stand up that will change how your mornings feel, starting tomorrow. Quick note before we dive in. This video is for educational purposes only. Always consult your doctor if you have severe or worsening pain. So what exactly is the psoas? It is the deepest muscle in your body. It runs from your lumbar vertebrae, your lower spine, all the way down, across your pelvis, and attaches to the top of your femur, your thigh bone. Think of it as the bridge between your upper body and your legs. Everything that moves you, walking, standing, sitting up, runs through this muscle. Here is the problem. This muscle was designed for movement. But the average adult today spends over 10 hours a day sitting, in a chair, in a car, on a couch, and every hour you sit, the psoas is held in a shortened, compressed position, not moving, just contracting, slowly tightening, day after day, year after year. Now, here is the key moment. You go to bed. You curl up on your side the way most people sleep after 50, and your psoas stays shortened all night long. It does not relax, because it has forgotten how. And when your alarm goes off after 7 or 8 hours, your psoas has been locked in that shortened position all night. That is the tightness you feel. That is why the first steps hurt. And it gets worse with age. Research published in 2026 found something remarkable. In people with chronic back pain, the psoas on the painful side had measurably less muscle volume. It was actually shrinking. An atrophied psoas cannot support the spine evenly. The vertebrae shift. The discs take uneven pressure. You wake up tilted. Here's the second mechanism, and this one explains why you wake up hunched. When the psoas is chronically tight, it pulls the front of your pelvis downward. This is called anterior pelvic tilt. Your lower back arches excessively. Your hip flexors shorten. Your gluteal muscles switch off entirely, and the lumbar vertebrae compress at the back, which is exactly where you feel that grinding morning pain. Mechanism 3 is the one nobody talks about. Your psoas is directly connected to your diaphragm, your breathing muscle, and it is deeply wired into your stress response. When you are anxious, worried, under pressure, your nervous system puts your psoas on high alert. It contracts. It braces. It does not let go even while you sleep. This is why people who go through difficult periods in life suddenly develop back problems. The stress lives in the muscle. And mechanism 4 explains why stretching alone never fixes it. When your psoas is overactive, it neurologically shuts off the opposing muscle, your gluteus maximus. Your largest, most powerful muscle goes silent. Your back has no protection, no support. And stretching a muscle that is already in protective spasm often makes things worse, not better. So let me bring this together. 4 mechanisms all pointing to one muscle. 1. Your psoas shrinks and weakens after 50. 2. It stays shortened all day from sitting, then all night from sleeping curled up. 3. Stress keeps it in a constant low-level spasm. 4. It neurologically disables your glutes, leaving your spine unprotected. The good news? Every single one of these is reversible. Not with a surgery, not with medication, with 5 simple daily habits. Stay with me through this next section because change number 5 is the one that surprises people the most. And I will also give you a 60-second protocol you can do in bed before you even get up that begins releasing your psoas immediately. But first, let me walk you through the 5 changes. Now comes the part you have been waiting for. 5 simple daily changes. No gym, no equipment, just smart adjustments that work with your body, not against it. Change number 1, and this one costs absolutely nothing. Your sleep position. Most people over 50 sleep on their side, curled up like a comma. This keeps the psoas shortened all night. The fix is surprisingly simple. Sleep on your back, with a pillow under your knees. Just one pillow. This keeps the psoas at a neutral resting length, so instead of spending 8 hours contracting, it actually relaxes. Many people notice a difference in their very first morning. Change number 2, the 45-minute movement rule. Every 45 minutes of sitting, your psoas enters what researchers call adaptive shortening mode. It literally begins to reset your body's idea of normal to a shorter position. The fix does not require a gym. It requires 30 seconds. Stand up. Walk to the kitchen for a glass of water. 30 seconds of movement every 45 minutes is enough to interrupt that shortening cycle, and it compounds into dramatically better mornings over weeks. Change number 3. This one involves your breathing, and it directly controls how tight your psoas is when you wake up. Your psoas is directly attached to your diaphragm. When your breathing is shallow, chest only, short, fast, your psoas stays contracted. But slow diaphragmatic breathing, 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out, triggers your parasympathetic nervous system, and that neurologically releases the psoas. 10 cycles, twice a day, morning and before bed, and your psoas begins to downregulate its baseline tension over weeks. Change number 4, thermal release. And this one is almost embarrassingly easy. Heat is one of the most effective tools for releasing a muscle in protective spasm. Apply to the lower abdominal area, just below the navel, and to either side. 10 minutes of heat before bed significantly reduces psoas resting tone overnight. A warm heating pad, a warm water bottle, or even a warm bath. 10 minutes. That is all. Combined with the 4 to 6 breathing, the effect multiplies. And change number 5. This is the one that surprises people because it has nothing to do with your back at all. Your dinner timing. Inflammation is one of the primary drivers of morning stiffness. And when you eat late, within 2 to 3 hours of bed, your body spends the night processing food instead of reducing inflammation. Studies show that people who finish their last meal before 7 p.m. have measurably lower inflammatory markers by morning. Less inflammation around the psoas means it comes out of sleep with significantly less tension. Try finishing dinner by 7. Give your body the night to repair. 5 changes. 1. Sleep on your back with a pillow under your knees. 2. Stand up 30 seconds every 45 minutes. 3. 4 to 6. Breathing, morning, and before bed. 4. 10 minutes of heat before bed. 5. Dinner before 7 p.m. These address all 4 mechanisms, and they are cumulative. Every week you do them, the effect gets stronger. Now, the 60-second routine I promised. Still in bed. Before your first step, this is the immediate morning reset your psoas has been waiting for. Stay in bed. Lie on your back. Step 1. 3 slow breaths. 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out. This activates parasympathetic and begins releasing the psoas neurologically. Step 2. Slide to the edge of the mattress until your right leg hangs off the side. Let gravity do the work. Do not force anything. 3 breaths, then switch sides. Step 3. Bring both knees to your chest. Hug gently. 2 slow breaths. This posterior pelvic tilt decompresses your lumbar spine, undoing 8 hours of compression. Then step 4. Plant both feet flat on the mattress. Push gently through your heels. Feel your lower back lengthen. 2 more breaths. Now stand up. 60 seconds. Before your feet hit the floor. Most people who do this consistently report that within 3 to 5 days, their first steps feel completely different. Not pain-free overnight, but measurably, noticeably better. Because you are giving your psoas its first chance in years to wake up correctly. One warning before we close. The most common mistake is aggressive stretching, lunges, forced hip flexor stretches. This often backfires. The psoas is in protective spasm, and stretching a spasming muscle makes it contract harder. Start gentle. Let the nervous system lead, not the force. Morning stiffness and back pain after 50 are not signs of inevitable aging. They are signs of one undertrained, chronically shortened muscle, the psoas. And once you start treating the real cause instead of the symptom, your mornings change. Your first steps change. Your entire day changes. Tonight, sleep on your back with a pillow under your knees and apply 10 minutes of heat before bed. Tomorrow morning, do the 60-second bed protocol before your first step. During the day, stand up every 45 minutes. Before bed, 10 cycles of 4 to 6 breathing, and finish dinner by 7. 1 week, I am confident you will feel a difference. You do not have to accept waking up stiff and sore as your new normal. Your body is more capable of change than you have been told. And your mornings, those first 10 minutes of every single day, they deserve to feel good. Tell me in the comments, how long have you been waking up stiff? And which of these 5 changes are you going to try first? I read every comment and I want to hear how this works for you. If this helped you, subscribe and hit the bell so you do not miss the next video. I put out new health videos for people over 50 every few days. And please share this with someone who wakes up stiff every morning. It could genuinely change their day. This video is for educational purposes only. Always consult your healthcare provider before making changes to your health routine. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video.